wanted to stay on the topic of quarterbacks, but we wanted to play a fun little game to end the night, or in the day, morning. We wanted to have something to end the day. So, Justin Herbert, considered a top 10 quarterback, is now running the gauntlet. Imagine this. And now he's going against other quarterbacks right now. Who's better?
Now, this is what it is. I just have a quick question before we go into this.
Mm-hmm.
Is this who I would want on my team or who's better?
See, because, those are two very different questions.
Sometimes it's a little different.
Yeah. No, who's better?
All right.
Who's better? Because who you want on your team, you could take Herbert over a lot of other quarterbacks who may be better but are older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to leave this up to who you think is better right now.
All right.
All right?
As of today.
As of today. Now, we're only going to be going over quarterbacks who are controversially top 10. Right? Because we know where Herbert's range is. I want to save the best for last because there's the one debate that's always going to go on with those two. But let's start off with Lamar Jackson.
So Lamar Jackson. This is getting interesting off rip.
Yeah. Would you take Justin Herbert? Do you think Justin Herbert right now is better than Lamar Jackson?
Yes, he is. The reason why I have to say that is because Lamar Jackson was injured. He hasn't really shown. You got to show me every single year. Lamar Jackson didn't show it to me this year, and Justin Herbert did. So if Lamar Jackson played this whole season, my answer might be a little different. But Lamar Jackson was pretty much in Tyler Huntley's body for most of the season.
I'm going to disagree. I got Lamar Jackson being better than Justin Herbert. Why, you may ask? Because they faced head-to-head. And I saw who won that matchup when Lamar Jackson was healthy. And I also do think with a more healthy roster overall, Lamar Jackson's going to succeed a lot more too. I think Lamar Jackson is still a better quarterback than Justin Herbert, also because of what he brings running-wise and how he's improved so much passing-wise. Of course, you could say Justin Herbert is a better passer than Lamar. That's obvious. But Lamar brings a lot more to his game that people need to consider. So I have Lamar there. Now, Aaron Rodgers?
No.
No.
Hell no.
Aaron Rodgers.
Because Justin Herbert doesn't lead a group like Aaron Rodgers does anymore. Yet. Justin Herbert, he hasn't become a leader. I don't know if it's because the young.
I disagree. I think he's become a very good leader on that team. I just don't.
Not on an Aaron Rodgers level though. The way that he controls everything that goes around, you could tell the adjustments he's making, and him and Devontae have a crazy connection.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert hasn't established a connection with Keenan Allen or Mike Williams, anything close to that.
I'm going to disagree. Not to that level, of course, but that he has established a good connection. Oh, dude. I got Justin Herbert over Aaron Rodgers.
All right, bro. He just won MVP.
No. See, the thing is I just think right now, at these points in their career where they are, I see a young Aaron Rodgers in Justin Herbert with how he throws the football.
Joe, we're not talking about the future. We're talking about right now.
Yeah. I think he's better. I think he's better. I do. Now, of course, he doesn't have the veteran presence and the veteran mind. And Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback. And I think Justin Herbert's a top 5 quarterback as well.
And you think he's over Aaron Rodgers?
I think he's over Aaron Rodgers.
I think you got a little punch.
Somewhere. No, and I love Aaron Rodgers. That's that's the favorite quarterback I've had growing up. But I just think, especially just seeing how they both finished at the end of the season and everything, I still think Justin Herbert is more talented right now at this point in their points of their career. I see more from Justin Herbert right now.
Justin Herbert has
with a lesser talent.
No.
Yes.
On offense, Justin Herbert has a more talented offense.
Doesn't have Devontae Adams. See, I think Devontae Adams is a good enough receiver where he literally cancels out their top 2, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. That's how I see Devontae, because Devontae Adams is like top level receiver.
And then Hunter Henry.
They don't have Hunter Henry, bro.
Oh, they don't have Hunter Henry.
It's an old Jared Cook.
But they had Hunter Henry the year before.
It's an Austin Eckler who's not on Aaron Jones' level.
Austin Eckler is on Jared.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Okay, see, this is where we're really starting to disagree. Okay, either way, I said something controversial.
I always think that.
I think Justin Herbert right now is better than Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Aaron Rodgers had an MVP season.
I think this.
But I don't think Justin Herbert's statistics were even that far behind in the first place. And I see a lot more talented throws right now at their points in their career than Aaron Rodgers. Next one, Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think so too. Dak is good, but right now with what I'm seeing from Herbert,
I don't know
better.
what Dak is better than Justin Herbert at, so
Running?
I can think
Running?
of ish, but Dak Prescott's not extremely a great runner.
He's just strong though. He's a powerful runner. Either way. Next one, Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl winner. No, I think Justin Herbert's better as well.
Justin Herbert is on that Rams team. They're just running through the entire season.
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because I think Justin Herbert has better decision making than Stafford as a gunslinger.
Yeah.
But he has that same arm talent.
Yep.
But he has that same arm talent. All right, let's see. Going down the list here, Russell Wilson.
Oh, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson also was out a lot this season as well, so it's kind of hard to say it with Russell Wilson. He was a little. I'm gonna give it to Justin Herbert because
give it to Justin Herbert.
Russell Wilson, from what I did see throughout the season, it wasn't that amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I don't know if it was the injuries or what it was, but I'm talking about right now. I don't care what you did in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I would take Justin Herbert.
Right now, yeah. I would take Justin Herbert as well. Now this is where it can get a little obvious on the other way. Patrick Mahomes.
Justin Herbert for sure.
Yeah, no. We're taking Patrick Mahomes.
The number one quarterback.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Now, let's go to the next one, who we probably assume is number 2. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
I would take Josh Allen over him too. Because
he's
Josh
only number 2 to Patrick Mahomes, and he's not far from being number 1.
No, that's the thing, kid. You could say Josh Allen should have won a head-to-head matchup shootout against Mahomes.
If Josh Allen wins that game, there's a lot more conversations that he's the best quarterback
in the league. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, because I think when you compare Herbert and Allen, they both have great arm talent, but Allen is so mobile. He's very. I feel like
he takes over games.
He takes over games with how well he can run the football, and he's a big dude. He can run through guys. He can take hits. And he's a lot more durable.
There's a difference. See, Justin Herbert made them clutch 4th down plays, right?
Amazing 4th down
against the Raiders. Yeah, that's great. But what Josh Allen did against the Chiefs,
my God.
There's not. I don't care about it. You still lost the game, Justin. Josh Allen didn't lose his team the game.
Justin Herbert didn't lose his team the game.
No,
what?
No.
Whoa. He just made the drive to tie the game.
They had a lead. They had a lead, and they lost the lead. 13 seconds? You're gonna put that on Justin? Are you gonna put that on Josh Allen at all?
Dude, are you gonna put the fact that the Chargers defense gave up a field goal at the end of the game because of poor run defense?
They didn't even.
That's what I feel like people forget.
They didn't manage the clock.
Wins are not a QB stat. Wins are not a QB stat.
No, they didn't score enough.
Wins are not a QB stat.
The Raiders had a terrible offense.
No, you have to factor in everything. It's a team sport. That defense played terrible against that Raiders run game. At the end of the game, they were tired, they were exhausted, they couldn't stick with them. Derek Carr diced them up. That Chargers team, defensively, it was frankly not good there at the end of the game. So I'm going to heavily disagree. But Josh Allen is still better in my opinion. I just think you need to give Herbert a little more credit for what he does to win games. Either way, here's the big one, the controversial one. First of all, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert.
Kyler Murray had a bad. That playoff game put him down pretty bad.
He had a bad finish. I think it was just a bad finish to the season. If he played like how he was playing early in the season,
because he was in the MVP conversation.
Favorite. He was a favorite.
And yeah, he lost that pretty quickly.
Yeah. Okay, this is the big one. Joe Burrow. This is the main reason why. This is the main reason why I did this one. There's the Joe Burrow hype train. He just led his team to the Super Bowl. He's only in his 2nd year. My God. Oh my God. This dude's amazing. Joe Shiesty. Versus Justin Herbert. Who is the better quarterback?
Now this is the thing. Justin Herbert. The difference between the two, Joe Burrow did not have as much around him, but Jamar Chase. I'm talking about offense and defense.
Joe Burrow had more.
On defense, Derwin James.
I'm sorry, but did we see anything from that Chargers defense that would constitute them being better than the Bengals?
Defense?
Yes. Did they shut down Kansas City in like a whole half?
Kansas City.
It's time we stop looking at just the rosters how about how they performed.
It's not about the coaches. I'm not talking about the coaches. I'm talking about the players that he has.
Jesse Bates?
Cool. Who else
Trey Hendrickson?
No, not better than Joey Bosa.
Bro, that's the only two you can name for the Chargers defense.
Joey Bosa and Derwin James are better than Jesse Bates and Trey Hendrickson.
But then when you look at the rest of the cast, you can't tell me it's better.
They got some solid pieces up in
Oh, God, don't even try that,
The Chargers have a better defense
No, they
than
don't.
The Bengals do.
No, they don't. You can't say that with the
way
the Bengals played at the end of the season.
The Chargers...
They picked off Stafford twice. They picked off Mahomes twice. They picked off Tannehill 3 times.
But the Chargers were supposed to make the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs because of, the best team.
Okay, so then what are you going to say? Just get to your point then.
Joe Burrow is not better than Justin.
Oh.
But
okay.
Does he have a chance to prove it? He does. Obviously, what I need Joe Burrow to do is completely take over the regular season. They take over the regular season and really show how dominant they can be that they were in this playoffs. I'm not going to give Justin Herbert any credit anymore.
Hey, keyword, they. So let me get to my main point again. I said this earlier already. Wins are not a QB stat. They should not be seen as such. You know who has the best win percentage out of Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert? Tua Tagovailoa has the best win percentage. Is Tua Tagovailoa a better quarterback?
Tua out of who?
Out of Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa has a better win percentage than both. And he has the best win percentage of all young quarterbacks since 2019. But is he a better quarterback than them?
No, because he ain't went to the playoffs.
Exactly my point. Wins are not a QB stat. So Herbert didn't go to the playoffs, but you're not going to say Tua Tagovailoa because he has a better regular season win percentage is better than Herbert. And I already know your answer. No. So that's my big point. Just because Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl should not go down in his stats as a win. Jimmy Garoppolo is 5-2 as a starting quarterback in the. Or wait, no, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 4-2 in the quarterback. But you want to know his touchdown to interception ratio in the playoffs? 3-5.
Trash.
But he has a winning playoff percentage. Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl on only making 8 total passes that entire game. Wins should never be considered for a quarterback as a stat.
What about a Patrick Mahomes?
What about a Patrick Mahomes?
The Chiefs' defense is trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's only on Patrick Mahomes and his weapons.
Yep.
You see what I mean? Sometimes it's not always about it. It shouldn't always be on a quarterback, but sometimes the wins should go to the quarterback.
No, they should not always go to the quarterback. Because the losses shouldn't always go to the quarterback as well. Mahomes went into a crazy shootout with the New England Patriots and he lost. Is that on him? Should that loss go down? Should that loss go down on his legacy there? Shouldn't, right? Same with how a win shouldn't entirely go onto Joe Burrow or any other quarterback's legacy. Joe Burrow didn't win that game versus the Titans. That defense did. Let's be honest.
He did low-key lose the Super Bowl, though. He didn't step up.
Let's be honest. That defense won him that game. They got 3 interceptions in that game, including the one that put him in great field position to help them set up a field goal, right? Against the Chiefs, they were down 21-10. That Bengals offense wasn't really moving until the defense helped put them in good situations to win that game. They had 2 interceptions that game. Shut down Mahomes to only 3 points in the rest of the second half. That defense won them. That defense made that playoff run. That defense gave them a chance to win that Super Bowl. With 10 minutes left in the game, they still had a 6-point lead. They shut them out for pretty much the entire third quarter. That Rams offense. There's a lot more to the entire game of football. Just like how Justin Herbert, that shouldn't go down as a loss in that last game of the season against the Raiders. Because Justin Herbert was also the only reason that Chargers team was in that game. That was the only reason that the Chargers even made it to overtime, because of the incredible fourth down conversions he made, the incredible passes he made that game. That was a game right there where I really thought he was better than Aaron Rodgers at that moment. That's why I think that.
Better than Aaron Rodgers?
Because of the moments that I saw there. That clutch play is something I haven't seen from Rodgers in a long time. We saw it in the playoff game. That playoff game hurt Rodgers a little bit for me. Just because of a good regular season. And the
so
big...
that Aaron Rodgers game isn't on Aaron Rodgers.
Which one?
The Packers against Niners. That's not against Aaron Rodgers.
It's not going on his full stat sheet. There's definitely many...
He didn't score.
Yeah. Of course not.
So I think that's Aaron Rodgers' fault. I'm putting that on him.
You're putting that fully on Aaron Rodgers?
Not,
like the special teams didn't give up that block? Because here's the truth.
They did. They lost because of special teams. But you shouldn't be able to lose because of special teams. You should put points on the board.
Oh my God, dude. But you just said it. Niners, and I'm saying this as a Niner fan, we wouldn't have won that game if we didn't block that punt. Because we weren't moving the ball like that to score a touchdown.
Nah, you gotta score, bro.
So then, here's the thing. Because then are we going to talk about what a game from Rodgers. He finally beat the 49ers if they win that game, even though they only scored 10 points.
No, that's not an Aaron Rodgers game.
No, but that's what the storyline in the media would have played it as anyways. Because Rodgers finally beat the Niners. Because wins are a quarterback stat.
If Aaron Rodgers had 3 touchdowns in this game, Aaron Rodgers won the game. But because he didn't do anything, Aaron Rodgers lost the game.
So then Justin Herbert, he didn't lose the Chargers the game.
He didn't lose,
but it's a loss.
He didn't lose the game.
But you were saying that you still want to put it on him?
No. I didn't say that. I said that Josh Allen did better than Justin Herbert did in his game. Justin Herbert didn't lose their team the game, but Josh Allen's performance was better than Justin Herbert's performance.
As a total, yes, but when it came down to the final moments, I think it was pretty much equal with how clutch they had to be on their drives, on their final drives. Still, either way, I'm going to my point here where I'm just saying that I think Justin Herbert is more talented. You put Justin Herbert on the Bengals, they win the Super Bowl. 100%. Are you going to disagree with me there too? Did you tell me Justin Herbert doesn't make one more play than Joe Burrow?
No.
Oh, dude. Okay, wow, we're really disagreeing here. Either way.
No.
Maybe this is showing like where I really stand with Justin Herbert, but I think Justin Herbert is number 4 in the ranking of quarterbacks. It's number 4.
I got him as like a 6.
No, I have him as 4. I have him over Aaron Rodgers, as Aaron Rodgers is in 5th. I have these young quarterbacks taking
over. Who's number 3?
Lamar Jackson. I don't care.
You guys have a great rest.
I don't care.
You guys have a great rest of the week.
But either way, Justin Herbert is better than Joe Burrow. He's better than Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert has more to his game, and even though he doesn't have the wins, again, that's not a quarterback stat. There's a lot more that goes into the story of wins. Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady? How many times did the defense help him in those games? Especially in the first early ones. They beat the Rams, 17-10?
So we give Tom Brady
credit
for his rings?
Oh, he deserves credit. Does he deserve credit for that 6-1 that he won against the Rams? Where the score was 13-3? Who really deserves the credit there, Travis?
I mean, that's the defense right there.
Exactly. So Brady's
he has the most rings of all time.
Again, that's why he should. Maybe this goes into my whole entire argument with the GOAT conversation and all that. Period. Anyways, rings, wins, all of that. That should not be viewed as a quarterback stat because it's a team sport. There's a reason why football is hailed as the #1 team sport. There's so much. There's the defense. There's the offense. There's the special teams. You see how they all have an effect on the game, but yet the quarterback is the only one that's going to be hailed. Again, we said this before. Quarterback gets too much praise for wins, and he gets too much hate for losses.
Yeah. Justin Herbert is kind of I don't think he has a big sample size. He didn't have as much of a sample size as he needs to truly show.
Was throwing 30 passing touchdowns in 2 seasons in a row?
The playoffs. He doesn't have as much experience in the playoffs as he needs.
Let me just get this straight, though. Pretty much that Week 18 game was a playoff game. It was win or go home. It was win or go home. How did Herbert finish that game with the season on the line?
He finished great. He was putting all his effort, but he didn't make the playoffs.
Because I'm not a big enough sample size. All right, man. You know
Yeah,
what?
I don't think
We're not getting anywhere. We're just going to continue to disagree forever.
It's just Josh Allen.
Again, I never said he was better than Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
Who else? Who's
no
over him?
Lamar Jackson.
Okay, but who's over him? Because you said he was 6th.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
Again,
Rodgers.
that one, I don't say it's like cut and dry. But I'm being a little controversial with my statement there too, of course. But I do think Justin Herbert right now.
I think Deshaun Watson on a good team, but I can't really talk about him.
That's why I didn't mention him. I didn't mention him. But he's different. If he is, then again, that's a whole other thing.
But, I gotta really think about this, but
you haven't named any others over him.
Maybe he's 5, but
here we go.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. I think that was blasphemy, right?
Okay, so then what? Mahomes, Allen, Rodgers. Maybe he is 4. Maybe he is right where I said he was.
Mahomes, Allen,
Rodgers. Who else is better?
Wait a minute. We had Tom Brady.
He's retired. He's done. He's
but
out.
he was in there.
He's out of here. But he's out of the league now.
All right. Nah, he's still gonna be 5.
Oh, dude, you're just hating now. You don't even have a quarterback.
I'm gonna figure out a person.
Oh, dude. All right. Either way, Travis, tell them what's wrong right now with what they're doing.
See, these people do this every time, bro. I keep telling y'all, like the damn video, man. Hey, I'm not gonna tell you one more time. Like it, leave a little comment, tell us where you think Justin Herbert is, because I don't know.
Obviously you don't.
Obviously I don't, because the new
You're just finding a reason
here,
to hate.
He's not a top 4 quarterback.
You're just finding a reason to hate.
But let us know what you think. We're gonna see you next time. Deuces.